So another prime example of the how college is like producing these people who think they're so much better than you because they said I went to college, but then you find that their degrees are pretty much worthless. Arts, arts major, gender studies, liberal arts. You go to school for these, and you're gonna find yourself working in fast food and complaining that minimum wage isn't enough for you to survive. But here we have this individual, and apparently their name is Lightsaber Vibrator. Real classy. But we know what she'll be doing in about a year. Anyway, let's see what this individual has to say.
So you think you're smarter than me because you went to college? Well, no, I think I'm smarter than you because I went to college, graduated with honors summa cum laude. But you got an art degree. Oh my god, and I'm more talented than you? Jesus, the hits keep coming.
Right, because you definitely have to be talented. No, to go to school for an arts major and then become successful, that is talent. You going to school and getting an arts major and then ending up as a fucking barista in Starbucks, that doesn't mean shit. Also, I know you're gonna point out, of course, in case you thought this was like some kind of like troll or something. No, she's got everything there. She's got everything there. Um, Now, someone would look at this and say, "Come loud." Well, in about a year, someone will be telling her the only way you can make more money is if you come loud. Because she's going to get out, or she's already out. She's going to start working, and she's going to be a barista or work retail or some sort of job that doesn't utilize the major that she, studied. And then she's going to be out there protesting, saying that $20 isn't enough. They need $30 minimum wage. She's going to be telling you that she needs her student loan forgiven, despite the fact that she willingly signed that paper saying that she would pay it back. But yeah, you got a major arts major. Yeah. And you're talented? Yeah, no. But these people who seem to think that college education is really that important nowadays. Some of the most successful people don't go to fucking college. And again, you want to say you're talented. Now, if you get out of college and you go to, you went for some stupid shit like liberal arts or gender studies and you become successful and you make a shitload of money, then that's talent. But anyone can go to college and do it. In fact, it seems like they're lowering standards because they want certain people to pass. So you can go in, probably fucking jerk off in class the entire goddamn year and still pass. Okay, so graduating with an arts major. Okay, go into the world and actually put it to use. Become successful. Make that 6 figures a year. Oh yeah, that's where the talent comes in. But the condescending nature of these people who think that, oh, we went to college, we know so much better. No, these people have clearly shown time and time again, you can know all the big words you want. You can be as book smart, but these people are clearly lacking in common sense, critical thinking, and logic. And if you do not have those 3 things, you will not make it in the adult world. So you can throw out as many them fancy words as you want to try to make fun of us, a southerner who didn't done go to college. But when you're sitting here telling me that, men can somehow become women and become pregnant, and that political assassinations should be encouraged, maybe you're not as smart as you think. maybe you're not as smart as you think if you can't even identify and define what a woman is. The most basic of biology. What's a woman? Well, anyone who identifies as one. But then when you try to say something like, oh, well, I identify as black. And they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. Well, why not? I believe I'm black. I even... She also probably whines about not being able to pay her student loan. Guess that art degree isn't going to do shit for her. Also, what the fuck are these tattoos? Oh my OMG, I have 2 college degrees, electronic engineering and information technology, and I graduated summa cum laude, and I don't think I'm smarter than anyone. You must understand smart. Well, since you are so smart, please tell me which of these 2 is the real reason we generate lifts with airfoils and why. Number 1, Newton's third law. Stupid. With an arts degree, get you a job at Walmart or fast foods, 35K years to start. A high school diploma using your common sense and willingness to learn involves using sound judgment, practical knowledge, intuitive understanding to make decisions and solve problems will get you a job with an income that is endless and priceless. Exactly. Probably thinks Frida Kahlo was talented and we're just too dense to understand the subtlety of her trash paintings. Oh, I remember. You guys remember learning about her in like art class? You know, the woman who had like the fucking unibrow. Actually, hang on, let me just pull her up, just so some people can be like, oh yeah, I remember. But before I do, I just went in to type it in. ABC suspends Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely over Charlie Kirk comments. Good. You want to keep preaching hate, you dumb cunt? That's what happens. Remember, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence. Yeah. These right here. So, this is what year? What? It was. Let's see. I think I was a freshman or sophomore, and it was art class, and we were learning about her. I think we learned a little about her when we were in middle school in art class. But yeah, that's in case you didn't know who she was. Yeah. I mean, her image is pretty, I mean, I guess you could say iconic because of that whole unibrow thing that she had going on. But understanding the subtlety of her trash paintings. Art degree in underarm hair. Starbucks, here I come. Rev up those coffee makers. I want to say rev up those fryers, but do they have, I'm sure they have fryers at Starbucks. I'm sure they have some kind of food item that requires frying. I don't know. I've never gone into a fucking Starbucks, so I wouldn't know. But they do have fried items, don't they? Like donuts or something. Either way, rev up those fryers. College degree isn't a flex anymore. I'm curious how much that art degree cost. How much she owes in school loans if she's employed in that field, and how much she makes. I'll answer all those questions. I'll answer all those questions, and no. No, she doesn't. She's not employed in that field. She's not going to be. How much can you earn with an art degree? I wonder how much how much student loan debt she has. After you take out her student loan payments, I'm willing to bet I make more than she does, and I just have a high school diploma and 0 student loan. Chia. Do. Ugly bitch with tattoos lecturing us. The fuck out of here, bitch. Plus, I went to Yale for theoretical physics and make 10 times your salary. Insane, these bitches. How do they end up with these insane attitudes? What are they even worth, and what do they bring to the table? A degree? Who the fuck cares about that? Ooh, she can be the smartest barista at Starbucks. Nice. Graduating cum laude from college today is rather simple, a simple affair of hoop jumping or bed hopping. An art degree, OF inbound in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smart people realize how dumb they are as they attain wisdom. There are near infinite things to learn in this world, and any of us are learning a tiny fraction at most. Yeah. Yeah. To think that, you may think that you're the master of one art, which is great if you know the ins and outs of it, but don't think that you're the best, you know? 'Cause I guarantee you there'll always be something about that art that you've never heard of, or another side or another direction or whatever that you've never even thought of before that someone else could teach you. So never ever think that you're the master of anything. But some of the things people learn pay better than others. Art is not one of them. But then again, if she becomes like a modern art kind of purveyor, where she like fucking tapes a banana to the wall and calls that art, and people are like, honey, what do you think she meant with this piece? I think it's a fucking banana taped to a wall. And I think that you people are stupid enough to think that there's any real depth to it other than what it actually is. A fucking banana taped to the wall. Like, there was the one, I saw this one thing, I think I showed it. Some dude accidentally left his glasses on the ground near near a painting, and people thought it was an exhibit, and they're suddenly gathering around trying to discuss the piece and what the artist meant and the emotional reactions that it was invoking. It's like, no, the dude left his glasses. Have you seen modern art? Any one of you could be a modern artist. The stuff your dog shits out of his asshole could be considered modern art. Honestly, you could probably bring your dog in there. Have you seen some of the modern art bullshit? You could bring your dog to one of these places, have him shit and smear, drag his ass all over the fucking floor, and they'd be, what a deep and meaningful piece. I can really feel the emotions this artist is trying to convey. Because they want to sound so deep. They want to sound like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. It's a dog smearing his shit on the floor. There's no deeper meaning. I don't mind it much as long as she washes it with soap daily. Talking about the underarms there. I have multiple degrees, and let me be the first to say it does not indicate wisdom. Nope. Wisdom takes time. So, much less the ability to think, much less any denotation of a person's value. There is a victim here somewhere. I can't find it. You got them like, Elon, would you hire her? You got 100K in student loans and just got laid off from taxpayer daycare known as NGO. I bet she's pulling shots at Starbucks right now. That's really the most common thing for people like that. They find that they can't provide for themselves using what they went to school for. Bless you, dude. The ever-consuming void. The ever-consuming void known as Adam. Can I help you? He's been sneezing. The weather's changing, kind of, and you just got the sniffles and the sneezies, huh? Mwah. Yeah, you just got the sniffles and the sneezies. I know. He looks at me, he's like, I love you, Grandpa. I know I love you too. I do. I love you. I love all my babies. He's like, I love you so much. I'm gonna make some biscuits right here, right now. What kind of biscuits you're making? What? Blackberry? My favorite. You making some blackberry biscuits? Well, that sounds absolutely delicious, but I'm afraid I don't have any room left. Like all the cupboards everywhere, they're just filled with the biscuits you guys have made me. I can't eat them fast enough. You're going to eat them, Grandpa, and you're gonna think they're fucking delicious. I love you. But yeah, a lot of this, it's part of it is stereotype, but part of it is that a lot of these people do end up working at Starbucks because of, the political climate that they have in there and how they hire anyone, and like especially with college and this and that. So it's a stereotype, but it's not really. But the stereotype had to start from somewhere, but these people think they going to college makes them smarter than anyone else. It may give you a modicum of knowledge about a certain skill, but to say you're smarter or better off or more, a better lived individual, no, no. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you who may be younger than me have more experience life-wise than this individual here. I mean, I'm 37. I've been to pretty much every state apart from two. I've never been to Alaska. I never went to Hawaii. We never had a chance to drive there. I've gone to almost every state. I've lived in 4 different states. My stepdad was in the military. I've had so much life experience. The jobs I've had. So, but yet I still do not think I'm a master of a craft in any sense of the word, because I'm always able to learn something new. But these people, they just think they're better than you. And they certainly prove it when they're working at Starbucks and starting OnlyFans. And the only way they can get more money is to come loud. Anyway, Adam, do you have anything to say before I sign off of here? Apart from you being a little needy baby? Huh? You want to say anything? He says, all hail the void, the ever-consuming, all-devouring, never-ending darkness. I really hope Midna comes over with another black cat, because I do want to give them like an elder god, outer god sort of, eldritch terror name. Or I could just name them what H.P. Lovecraft named his cat. I mean, it was just a cute little name, it wasn't it? Don't do that. It wasn't a nice name. If you know, you know. Anyway. Yeah. These fucking kids. Fucking kids. Anyway. Also, the, Jimmy Kimmel. This is where you put, what's his face? Nelson with a ha ha. That's what you get for being a fucking cunt. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence, buddy. Wasn't that what you guys were saying for however long? Oh, you want to say that the election was pretty strange? Oh, gotta cancel you. Well, why are you doing that? Because freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence. Oh, you don't want to take the Fauci ouchie shot? Oh, why not? Well, just because I don't trust it. Oh, you're a threat. You're a threat. We gotta cancel you. But I'm just saying that I just don't agree with it. It doesn't matter. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence. Oh well. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.